Namaste and hello everyone. So I thought today is a good day, like very spontaneous about talking about Yin Yoga and the benefits of Yin Yoga in English because I do have one in Spanish. Um, so I have some notes here on my left side. So I will be looking at my note that I write myself, and no AI. And I will be also not looking so much maybe to the camera because I do not enjoy. Oh, sorry, I forgot this thing because I do not enjoy staring at myself like full on. But I do want to share this, and it comes from a place of a lot of love and a practice that I adore, a practice that I really, really find very healing in all senses. So I thought I want to share my love with you. Well, what is Yin Yoga? And what I've noticed is that Yin Yoga is often described very simple. Like some people will say that it will make you more relaxed or it will make you more flexible because you're holding postures for a long time and your body is opening. And yes, this can happen. This is part of the benefits. But the heart of this practice is something more profound. And Yin Yoga is a meditative practice. It's a time where we come into stillness, into mindfulness, and we listen to the body and we listen to our hearts. We listen to our minds, our souls. It's a moment to pause, just listen, and just be. So when we hold this posture, any posture, for a long time, our nervous system begins to regulate. So automatically we shift from doing into being. So automatically our nervous system starts just to feel more at ease, and we shift this modus operandi of doing into just being. And there is this quote from Lao Tzu that says, "A wise man is a flexible man." But here, I don't think he was talking about the flexibility of the muscles. I think he was talking about the flexibility of the mind and our capacity to relate to sensations in change. What I would like to say here also is just to remember that in yoga, there is nothing completely absolute. You know, everybody is different and every nervous system is different. So, this will also be part of the benefits that we will receive from the yin yoga practice. Um, there are a lot of factors that imply, no, how we do the posture, um, our lifestyle, our age, what do we do for work, whether we spend a lot of time sitting or a lot of time standing, what is even our hobby, whether we like to run, how is our like every part of our bodies, how do we move, what are the movement patterns, how do we cross the legs, our health, the health of our fascia, our emotional and mental state, because there's also edges that we will arrive. They are some not at the level of the body, but some asanas are at the level of the heart, at the level of the mind or trauma. So this will also affect our practice, also well, our emotional and mental state, our environment, and our diet. Yep, all of this might affect the way we practice, and that's fine because each person will receive this beautiful practice in its own unique way. So let's go here. So, physically, yin yoga works deeply with the body connective tissues, especially our fascia. So, when we apply gentle, sustained stress to the tissues, several things can happen here. Our bones, yes, our bones, and ligaments can become stronger and denser, and over time, we create some structural stability. So, yeah, we can, in a way, work with ways of awakening the cells that brings more structure to the bones. That said, we also need to be careful with conditions like osteoporosis. Those conditions are also like another topic. And if you already have this, you, of course, like many other conditions, we have to be more more aware. But yes, also helps to the bones. Yeah. So the extracellular matrix, which is that fluid environment that is around our cells, will be more hydrated, which will support lubrication and range of motions. So we will bring hydration and to our cells by holding these postures for a long time. So what will happen is that these cells will activate and start to move and start to create lubrication and eventually more range of motion. Because when we sit for long periods of time, let's say an example, or when we don't move the fascia, it tends to crystallize and it can reduce the range of motion. So by holding the postures for a long time, yes, as I said at the beginning, we can become more flexible. So the fibers of the fascia will begin to organize and align, and this will often create a feeling of openness and ease in the body. This can be especially beneficially for a group of muscles, which are the hamstrings, the abductors, and the muscles of the back. So generally said, Yin yoga is very, very beneficial for the lower body. Actually, most of the asanas are floor based, and they are most of the asanas focus in the lower body. Also, we have some in the upper body, like some arm things and so on, but most of the asanas are super beneficial for the back, the hamstrings, the abductors, and yeah. So the practice might also reduce, this is a word that is very hard for me, adhesions. So adhesions between the layers of tissues. So in simple words, will help the layers of the body to slide and to move, which more or less will bring a feeling of feeling less stuck into the body. Some people will say that, me myself included. Yin yoga can also support the circulation within the connective tissues, which will help our fluids to move through the fascia network. I'm talking a lot about fascia. So when the tissues are healthy and hydrated, the rest of the body system tends to function more smoothly as well. Okay? So this is some of the physical benefits, and also the practice becomes this part of introspection. This is why it's called such a meditative practice, because it's a practice of mindfulness. Actually, many people will say that mindfulness is half of the practice. And in yoga, sometimes we're not even mentioning the names, the Sanskrit names of the asanas. Uh, but because we don't want it to be so much about the performing of the postures, but we want to rather pay attention to what is happening inside, to honor our body, our skeleton, and like our structure, function, and our uniqueness. So when we pay attention, our nervous system once again starts to settle, and often we start to feel more changes outside of the mat, like better sleep or better emotional balance, because we are helping the nervous system to regulate, to be more at peace in this state of being. um, Something that I wanted to um, make clear is the energy between yin yoga and acupuncture. Yes, we work with a lot of fascial lines. They are in acupuncture and acupressure. However, Yin yoga is not the same as acupuncture or acupressure. Acupressure works with very precise and very specific points. Yin yoga works more broadly across larger areas of tissues. Unless you are, we are not Chinese medicine practitioners. This is a very long, beautiful career. I have a friend who is it. I can say I'm not. I'm just a fan of this practice. Um, but unless you are, then you are definitely no. But the shapes that we create influence, yes, the fascia pathways, and depending also of the way we perform it, and our structure is how the asana um, will help us, will benefit us, beneficious. So once again, it's very individual, and of course, um, every yin needs yang, every yang needs yin. So it's very important to find a balance in this world where it's often required performing, doing, achieving. I think it's good to have a moment, a place where to come and where to be at peace, where to listen to our body. And that says it means that we need to adapt our practice to our current situation, to our present moment, which can be, I don't know, maybe we're pregnant or we have an acute pain or we have an injury or even hypermobility. So we need to adjust our practice to our current moment and accept and with love and just let it be. Maybe today is so and tomorrow is the other way. So finally, I would like just to say that when we are doing yin yoga, we're going to enter into the practice in a very gradual way. Yeah. And we're going to look for the intended area because yes, of course, we can be working in butterfly and then some people might feel it in the legs and then some other people might feel it in the back. So we connect with the intended area, and once that we settle into the shape, we relax and we commit to don't move unless there is pain. Pain is not accepted. We should not go through pain, but uncomfortableness, it's okay. So no pain. And then at the end, after we remain for a long period, more than 10 minutes there, we just slowly start to come out. And then we pause. We can lay down on the floor in Savasana, which is called rebound, or we can just sit, depend of the posture we're doing, and and then allowing the echoes of the posture to to arrive. So this is a moment where we observe what is changing, and sometimes because we have stretch and stress our gene tissues, sometimes we will feel pain as long as not pinching or numbing or very strong pain. So this is another beautiful opportunity to learn to listen to our bodies. We we don't move, we stay, we allow the fascia to come back to its familiar self, and then we can enter into the next posture. So, once again, Yin Yoga is not about achieving a posture, but it's about creating this space to observe, to feel, and to reconnect with the body from the inside. Okay, that's, I think this is what I wanted to tell you today. It's important. I'm pretty sure I'm going to come with something else. Like, for now, that's it.